Twitter shut down 200,000 Chinese bot accounts, and they were doing propaganda against the democracy movement in Hong Kong.
I don't know who I believe over there.
Really?
No, I just wanted to come in middle of the road. I haven't followed it one bit. I just know that when I saw like Chinese people over there waving an American flag, I'm like,
they were Hong Kong people.
Hong Kongese or whatever it is. Hong Kongians.
Hong Kongers. Probably not.
Congolians.
That's it.
No, Congoloids.
Congoloids. That's most likely it. Yes.
All these Congoloids over there waving the American flag, and I'm like,
friends with Mongoloid.
It does. That's where
I prefer to believe it's Congoloid. That's it.
Yeah, all these Congoloids over there. Yeah, I don't have a fucking clue what's going on over there, but and I also, to be frank, don't care. I don't fucking care what happens in China. Like, they're gonna win. Congrats, China. You're gonna win in the end. You got too many people, and you're beating our ass and everything. It's other than trade, but eventually you'll come back and win. So we'll see.
When I was a child, I used to wonder how England lived with itself, having seen its empire decline. Right? The sun never set on England. Like, you guys were the boss. How did you let that happen? And well, now I understand. Now I'm watching my empire decline.
But like, they had it even worse
as a country. Or both?
As a country, I was talking about. My empire is pretty much retired. It doesn't give a fuck.
It was even worse than that for England, because like up until World War II, they still had like a bunch of shit all over the place, like a bunch of like just other countries they just straight up controlled. Mm-hmm. It would be like us just being like, well, fuck guys, we lost Alaska.
We guys talk about
China came in and stole it. Oh, we lost Hawaii. China came in, scooped it up. Like, oh, they took California. Fuck. Like, it would be almost more similar to that. Like, at least we're not losing.
Were you talking about how USA is number one?
We're talking about how we're talking about how like, people in England up until World War II were like, we're the cat's pajamas, we're the shit. We got India, we got all these places, and then after World War II, because the U.S. basically was like, hey, we'll keep loaning you money if you just basically hemorrhage your empire. Yeah, and now we can't even buy fucking Greenland, even though think of how cool of a vacation spot that would be. And
in
they're not
50 years when the globe warms. It would have been an investment. It's an appreciating asset.
Even now, Greenland and Iceland, I don't know what happens over there. I know Iceland is strictly a colony for breeding the strongest men alive.
No, that's Greenland.
And Greenland, I don't know. No, it's Iceland. Iceland is where Thor Bjornsson is from.
Iceland is about strong men and competitive spellers, I assume.
Yeah. I imagine that like Iceland
the
and
language
Poland
certainly
have the world's best spellers, because you really got to learn to spell.
Everything has just it looks like you fell asleep on the keyboard and you've arrived in a town.
It does.
Yeah. Well, they
go for it.
Well, they fucked up England because they said that they were the cat's pajamas, and saying that you're the cat's pajamas is gonna get you fucked up.
Yeah. Then the Germans came in, started really tearing them up, man.
Literally tearing up the cat's
like,
pajamas.
America, give us some money. We'll even get rid of India and liquidate all our resources there. And we're like, yeah, that's not going to be enough, bitch. Keep it coming. And then
but we're number one, though.
I'm not questioning any of this. America made England get rid of India?
No, I'm saying that like in order to pay back the debts that the UK incurred.
Woody, this is PKA, bro. Shut the fuck up with the smart questions, man. USA number one, bro. America, fuck questions, bro. USA. I don't give a fuck what the question is. I know the answer, though. USA number one. You don't get it? That's the fucking truth. We rule this world, bro.
And you know what? I'll throw number two to
big
Canada.
Fucking hamburgers for $1. That's the fucking future. Machine learning on your phone knows you want dog food, knows you're secretly gay. That's America, bro. We win.
God, you're making.
And I'm Canadian. I'm just like, I'm on your side, though. I'm with you guys.
Dude, Canada's got the coolest position. Nobody's ever mad at Canada. And if shit ever goes down, who's America going to protect first?
No, Canada. Wasn't there a time when like just all the 9/11 shit was going on and the whole like Al Qaeda shit? Wasn't there a bunch of time they're like, if these guys were, how did they get into? Unless they came from, and we were like, we made a mistake, I think. Wasn't Canada like basically holding a whole bunch of terrorists without realizing?
I mean, they may have been, but
I'm sure it was an accident.
I think I remember something like that.
There's no way it was malicious.
Hey, this is PKA. Fuck, we say what we want.
You know, they were wearing a bunch of weird headgear, but it made me uncomfortable.
They promised.
To confront them about it. So
they promised they'd be good. They promised they'd be good. They promised they'd check in. I don't know where they went.
Dude, there's a new flight simulator coming out from Microsoft.
Hindsight's 2020.
I expect the terrorists to do better than 3 out of 4 next time.
With a flight simulator?
That's how they learn to fly. Microsoft Flight Simulator. Not everyone knows this. Yeah, they use Microsoft Flight Simulator.
That's why the next terrorist attack is coming from a Euro truck.
Yeah,
from Euro Truck Simulator.
Well,
it's a goat attack. Have you played Goat Simulator? I'm sorry.
They've been renting U-Haul vans and shit. Which a U-Haul van is a lot easier to control than a plane. The fact that they went 3 for 4, like,
bro, fuck. Honestly, you think I'm gonna You think I'm gonna toot these terrorist horns? These fucking pussies. They didn't take off. Yeah. Once it's in the air, give me the controls. I got it.
Yeah, especially all you're trying to do is
only
crash.
2, speed and direction. So I'll fucking crash into anything. Taking off and landing's the tricky part.
Didn't they take terrorist real classes, dummies though? Like real classes also, where they're like, all right, we're going.
That's just to make it sound less scary than a bunch of fucking random idiots just took the plane and crashed. They're like, they used advanced gaming software to learn the way that the plane works. God forbid everyone finds out that flying a plane's fucking easy once you take off.
All right, Mahmood. Well, tomorrow is landing training. Oh yeah, I will definitely be back tomorrow. Definitely be back.
Taylor's right though. They learn to fly like Cessnas with little private courses, and then they learn to fly 747s with Microsoft.
That's because if Al Qaeda is going to put the budget forward for like the research and development, they got to spend the money. Otherwise, that department of Al Qaeda will just get less budget the next year.
That is how.
So they have to go by Cessna. They have like a $14 million budget. If they don't spend $14 million, that budget gets cut. So if they just did, that's why they had to buy a Cessna. That's why they had to do it that way. Trust me, bro. I know how Al Qaeda 2003 works. I know how they work. I'm an idiot.
That would be so funny. They're just, Mahmoud, you must spend $4,000 today on C4. Muhammad's going to have to take one for the team because guaranteed next year inflation goes up. We do not get any more budget.
But you said new chairs. We need new chairs.
All right, one lazy boy, get us over the edge. It's just for me though. Yeah.
I need shoes. What game is that? I need shoes. You like tell them it's like an old RTS. Someone in the comments, please. He's like, you tell them to do something, but like they're like a base level worker. They'd be like, I need shoes. I need shoes. Whenever you tell them to do whatever. Anyways,
maybe it is Oregon Trail.
Yeah.
All I remember from Oregon Trail was always dying while trying to ford the river. Or if my bitch of a wife got bit by a snake, and I'd always be like, I can make it a couple more moves to Oregon. I can make it. No. Can't make it. You either stop and suck the venom out and shit, and she survives, and then your kids freeze to death and starve, or you try and forge ahead to Oregon. Oh, I hated that game. Hated the Oregon Trail. It was all we had, though, at the time. It was that, or where in the world is Carmen Sandiego? And after a few playthroughs of that, I figured where the fuck Carmen Sandiego was in every conceivable thing.
You know,
like they didn't have a lot of options.
In my inner boomer coming, every time I read about how, like, this generation, usually it's the boomer generation, literally the people older than me, they say they ruined America, the debt, the cost of college, this and that, they destroyed it. This is the first generation that's not better off than their parents, etc. Even though I don't think the people they're talking about, I still take it to heart. You guys are going to be the generation that got passed by China. So, assholes.
We are? Because of boomers. Because of fucking boomers.
Yeah, you guys,
take
all you fucking idiots playing Fortnite and fucking TikTok. China's gonna win. You can't even fucking get a victory royale. You shit.
Who's the generation that made China rich beyond their wildest dreams?
This one right here.
Routes? No. Actually, mostly boomers and Gen X, right?
You think?
Yeah. Like, I mean,
the way Gen X,
USA #1 for sure, 100% USA #1. But ultimately, Chinese people are better than white people. Chinese people are better than white people.
No, they're not taller, and they win.
Yeah, you know what? But like, if advanced aliens came to Earth and like that spaceship landed and it opened up, Chinese people would walk out.
No, what would happen?
Chinese people would walk out.
The
I'd be like,
aliens would come and they would
course.
say, "Show me which nation won the most Olympic medals," and they would take Americans.
Oh, we don't know what the Olympics is, but we know this country. They all look like us.
Whoa,
Honestly,
that's very racist.
We left 2 of them here like 5,000 years
Hold
ago.
on,
They
you gotta pull that one back a little bit.
No,
That one's
This is a staple of this show.
Okay. Okay. I want to actually go on the record. I know that is racist what he's doing 100%. I know that's a racist joke. Okay. I don't believe he's a racist person or an evil person, but that is definitely racist.
That's true.
Content.
But I can do it. My parents are Chinese.
Yeah. And he's secretly gay. His phone told me. But I'm just saying that, like, if aliens came to this planet and, like, that shit opened up and they came out, it would be Chinese people. I'd be like, I knew it. It's like whatever planet they're from, the China there were the people that got the ship up and came to us and made contact.
You know how if you mess with an anthill and like knock a little bit of the top over, immediately there's a swarm of ants coming.
Is this going to be disgustingly racist?
That's like what if
it's
like
I'm getting like a weird. Once you're like, imagine ants.
Let him talk.
Imagine ants beneath us.
That's the way shit works in China. That's why they're so good. A building falls down immediately. There's a tick that goes off in like a 5-mile radius. All the Chinese people come together and start standing on each other.
Hey,
like,
boys!
Did you know that a Chinese person can live up to 5,000 pounds their own weight?
What Taylor's saying is when buildings fall, the Chinese release pheromones.
Sorry.
Oh, these are. Be careful. These are the. Oh, never mind.
Was that actually going to be worse?
I would poured a very large glass of wine so I could keep up. I think you should go with this.
Yeah. No, I agree with Harley. Like, China's going to take us over. There's too many of those fucks. India is like.
There's too many of those fucks?
There's too many of those fucks for us to compete. We can't compete.
Fuck isn't racist.
Bro, compete.
Like there's 350 million of us.
First of all, if it's a numbers game, they got you. Like, you understand? I'm Canadian, bro. Once China walks through the fucking ocean and starts, I'm gonna be there. I'm gonna be like, bro, I've been China since day one. I'm in Team China since day one. Bro.
Actually, we check your phone. You on PKA with known racists.
I know. I was like, I said you guys though. I said China's the best. You don't remember? I was like, China's the best.
All right, it checks out.
Harley, can you tap your mic? I want to be 100% sure you're in the right mic.
Hi.
I think that's it.
Yeah, he sounds good to me.
All right.
Sometimes when I'm yelling and laughing, it gets all echoey. I'm like, I have a shit mic.
It's not just a numbers game though, because if it were just a numbers game, India would be be on the precipice of winning, right? Because they're gonna pass China in the next 10 years. I think.
Who's to say India doesn't pass China like economically too? Like they're no slouches.
They're not going to. Like way more of Indians live in like abject poverty. Like what percentage of Indians have electricity? 1%.
Probably, yeah, 1, maybe a 0.5%.
Just 1 Indian. That's where you're going with that?
Well,
of course,
India is on the rise in a really significant way. Culturally, India considers themselves to be. They're like Marsha,
going for the culture.
China. So, no, that's fine.
Going for the culture victory is a big move. 2019. If you win with culture in 2019, like you're fucking Civ master. Kudos to you, man.
If they win with a democracy victory or whatever that is, that's bullshit. That's lame. The delegate.
Dude, I was close. It's actually 92.6%.
But India considers themselves to be like in competition with China. They hate to hear that like China's growing faster. Like they've got their eyes on the prize, and we're
you know what that is? That's India being like, I don't even fucking see the USA, bro.
Right?
No,
I don't see you.
There's some relief there for me. Someone else is having to compete with them too.
Yeah. They're like, we don't even see you. We don't even see you. By the way, I've always had a little passion for Indian culture.
Some sort of hard-on.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I believe I got that blue chew hard dick for that Indian culture.
What do you like? What do you like most about Indian culture? The food or the monkeys?
I like the food is good.
Curry.
How are their monkeys?
They're monkeys.
Like they have
why I subscribe to blue chew.
Holes.
They have like full monkey temples where it'll be a temple of the monkey or a monkey god, and they just let tons of monkeys hang out. And they tell you not to bring your chip bags around because those monkeys are sly. They'll come right down, snatch them out of your hand, run away. That's my favorite part of Indian culture.
That is interesting. I didn't know about that. No,